Patrick's Day special. I was looking at the dates and I'm like, oh, well, maybe we'll do it next week. But next week is St. Patrick's Day on Wednesday, so then Friday we'd miss it. So I thought, let's do it today. And then we will be prepared for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. And then we can have our green Irish type foods. And it'll just be a fun time to celebrate. I have a really cool story about something Irish. I am part Irish. It's on my mother's side. And since starting this sugar, flour-free lifestyle, it has been so cool being able to meet so many people. And one of them is Kevin Nolan from Ireland. He's from Ireland. He's actually an Englishman. He married an Irish woman, and they have beautiful children. His daughter is an MMA fighter, so she is fierce. She's really cool. I can't even pronounce her name because it's just so amazing and it's so Irish. Oh, hello on Instagram. Yay, I made it. You did make it. So I got to meet Kevin from Ireland, and not in person, but through Facebook. And then he joined our online Bible studies, which has been so fun. So we've kind of gotten to know Kevin. He sent us pictures of like his yard and just the beautiful Ireland. I think we actually Zoom called one time. It was really fun. And then as a surprise, he sent all of us, because we've become friends as a family with his family, he sent all of us something Irish. So he sent me this ladle holder or spoon holder, which is so nice. It's McMurphy's Luck of the Irish. So thank you so much, Kevin. He sent us this for Christmas. He sent my dad a tin whistle or an Irish whistle, whatever it is. He sent my brother a shillelagh stick because my brother would always joke and be like, oh, the shillelagh stick. He sent my mom a beautiful Irish mug. It's in the windowsill, and then I'd have to move that. But it's a beautiful Irish Celtic mug. And then he sent my sister, who's an author, he sent her some Irish folklore, tale, joke things, like children's stories. It was so fun getting that surprise gift. Then we sent him some things. We sent him some Minnesota stuff, some hats, all those kind of like touristy things. So it was really fun having that connection that if we wouldn't have cut sugar and flour out, if we wouldn't have lost all the weight, I don't know if we would have ever made that connection, because he also has cut out sugar and flour and is eating this way. So it's been so fun meeting someone from Ireland. Love the accent, love the land, so amazing. And then to celebrate St. Patrick's Day with all of you. Linda, hi Miss Natalie, hi Linda. Christy Baker, hi from Wisconsin. Megan C, hi from Toronto. Hello, hello, hello. Janice, hi from Ottawa, Canada. So fun having my Canadian friends here also. All right, let's dig in and make something green and something with potatoes, because in Irish, we like potatoes. My sister, that's one of her favorite things is potatoes. So we are going to start with, now this isn't actually like a potato recipe, because you can make it either with quinoa flakes or cooked rice. But I ran out of quinoa flakes, and I don't have any cooked rice in my house at the moment. So we're going to make it with potatoes. We're going to make Cheepea Bars from Volume 6, or the brand new Cooking with Joy 2 that's coming soon. It's not done yet. I just got a notification that I got to fix something else real quick before it can be published. But Cooking with Joy 2 is coming so soon. And Volume 10, I just got a notification, an email that Volume 10 is coming Monday. It's going to arrive at my house, and then all of you who pre-ordered your Volume 10s will be shipped out Monday. So exciting. Hopefully we don't get a snowstorm in between that delays anything. You never know. We live in Minnesota. Patty, hello. Happy to join you from Carlisle, Iowa. Oh, so fun having you join. So we are going to make Cheepea Bars, Volume 6, page 19, or the new Cooking with Joy 2. I don't think it's in any other volume, so it's just Volume 6 right now. Cindy, I see you are wearing green. We are. It is a St. Patrick's Day special, and I have my Wren Collective Ireland t-shirt on and my Celtic necklace. I went full on green and Celtic today, because if you're going to celebrate hard. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Elizabeth Hickman. You are so sweet. She has joined us live on the cooking shows many times. She sent me a card in the mail. Isn't this the cutest thing? It is a cat riding a unicorn. That is just so cute. She sent me this beautiful card for my birthday. Like, what? That is so sweet. And then she gave me an Aldi's gift card. You, Elizabeth, thank you so much. It is the sweetest card. She's been joining us for our live Bible studies also. So that's been really fun getting to connect like all the time throughout the week. So fun. Okay, so we're actually going to get to cooking now. Let's get a big bowl. You're going to need a big bowl because we're going to do potatoes in this recipe instead of quinoa flakes or cooked rice. Now, if you don't have quinoa flakes, cooked rice, you could use quinoa, you could use potatoes like we're going to use, you could use oats. Oats will work perfectly fine. Oats don't really have a flavor, so they're not going to like make these Cheepea Bars disgusting. Now, why is it called Cheepea Bars? Because it's cheese and peas. That's why it's called Cheepea Bars, and it's just fun, giving it a little fun name. So we're going to turn on our scale. I have my oven preheating, my little toaster oven. I have it preheating at 350. Depending on your oven, 350, 375, but 350 should be good. So we are going to add all of our ingredients except the cheese. So we're going to start with 3 ounces. I'm going to do frozen peas because it's just easier. You could do canned peas. You could do cooked peas that are just left over in the fridge. Either or will work. So we're going to do 3 ounces. And my bag broke when I was taking it out of the freezer. So perfect. Don't have to try to open it. So we want 3 ounces, which is half of our vegetable or fruit serving, our morning fruit serving. Checking gravity, it still works. Some peas fall on the floor. Then we're going to do, I have just some frozen hash browns. You could use them that are already cooked. You could use really thinly sliced potatoes, but I'm going to use some frozen hash browns. And these will shrink when they're being cooked. So 4 ounces is a regular grain serving. I'm going to do 5 because it is going to shrink when we cook it, especially since it's frozen. And if you're using raw potatoes, those shrink quite a bit also. So we're going to do 5 ounces of hash browns, just due to shrinking. Okay. Now we're going to do a pinch of each of salt, pepper. Let's do those 2. My salt shaker broke, or I couldn't find my pepper or my salt grinder, and I only have fine salt, so which you wouldn't need a grinder for. But I do have a salt shaker, so I'm just going to do an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, or a pinch. It's about the same. Some pepper gives it a little flavor. And then we're going to do a pinch of onion powder. Just a little dash here and there of each of these. Then we're going to do a pinch of paprika. I was looking up, I ran out of chipotle pepper powder, and I was looking up what it is because they had all these different powders. And did you know that paprika is just dried bell peppers? That's why it's so yummy and I really like it. I really like bell peppers. The more you know. And chipotle peppers are just jalapeno peppers dried. And then there's all these other ones. There was another one that was like ancho peppers. Have no clue what that is. Or maybe it was ancho powder. Something like that. But it was another pepper. So the more you know. It was kind of fun. We're going to do 1 egg. I already picked the largest eggs I could find in my thing because I get my eggs from a farm. So I always weigh them. 1 egg should be 2 ounces. Sometimes it's 2.1, 2.2. Sometimes it's less. But it should weigh about 2 ounces. Then we're going to do 1 ounce of ricotta cheese. This gives it just a really beautiful creamy texture to it. And it's cheesy. And you get more than just like shredded cheese. Because ricotta cheese and cottage cheese, you get more than cheese. It's 4 ounces is a full protein, just like meat. So we're going to do 1 ounce. If you don't have ricotta cheese, cottage cheese works also. They're about the same. It's just ricotta cheese is smoother. All right. Then I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic. Linda Steele will love me because she likes garlic too. Who doesn't like garlic? I just have some minced garlic, so I would do about 1 or 2 cloves of garlic if you have just the cloves. So we're going to do a splash of that. Then we're going to do, we already have our potatoes, our seasonings, our eggs, our ricotta cheese, and our peas. So we're going to mix this up. Like I said, you're going to need a big bowl because it's more than just an ounce of oats because it's potatoes. So you just want to get, you want to get the egg and everything nice and coated together. So it's nice and covered. And you want the ricotta cheese to get kind of mushed in there. Maybe I needed a bigger bowl. It's kind of like salads. You always need a bigger bowl than you think because you start making that salad and it gets huge quickly. Ooh, dropping everything. Beautiful and green and it's savory and you get fruit on the side. Since we only did 3 ounces peas, you get 3 ounces fruit on the side, which is awesome. All right, so we're still spilling everywhere, but that's okay. I think everything's nice and mixed. I'll show you what it should look like. It almost looks like delicious hash browns. You could try making this in a skillet. That might work. I have not tried that. For me, baking it has been the best option for making it stick together. You can even try this in a waffle maker. I kind of play the game, will it waffle? And it usually does. So we're going to take a medium or small baking dish. I have no clue what size this is, but I'm guessing it's about 6 by 6. Linda, Natalie, can I use 2 ounces of yogurt rather than ricotta? I rarely have ricotta on hand. This sounds delicious. Ooh, that's a good question. You sure could do Greek yogurt. I think that would taste really good in it also. Greek yogurt in the microwave never works. It curdles every time for me, but baking it, I think the Greek yogurt would be really good. It might not be as cheesy as ricotta, but it'll still taste really good. It'll be nice and creamy. So we're going to lightly oil this baking dish. It's about a 6 by 6 or a ramekin, a large ramekin, or you could even do like an 8-inch little pizza pan. That would work also. Any kind of baking dish that this will fit in, you can do it. You can make it thinner. You can even make these as muffins. All right, so we're going to pour our stuff into here. I'm spilling everywhere. All right, scoop everything in. Put back in there, food. And then you're going to want to kind of press everything down a little bit to get it nice and even. All right, so here is it in the baking dish. So now we're going to add our cheese. We're going to do 1/2 ounce of cheese, and that's our other 1/4 of a protein to finish it off. Now you could use any cheese. You could use Parmesan cheese. You could use mozzarella cheese, shredded cheese, goat cheese, no cheese. You could do more ricotta cheese. You could do 1 ounce of ricotta cheese, but I'm going to do, I have some blue cheese, which I really like blue cheese, so we're going to do, and it kind of looks green. It's kind of blue, but it's almost green. So we're going to do 1/2 ounce of blue cheese. I like the strong flavor of the blue cheese, and I think it'll be really tasty on top of this. 1/2 ounce, perfect. Then, just for fun, we're going to take a pinch of everything but the bagel seasoning and just sprinkle it on top. Just to give it a little bit of garlicky. There's something about this seasoning that I really like. Maybe it's because it's got a little bit of crunchies, a little bit of salty. It's good. All right, and that is it. So we're going to pop this in our oven that is preheating at 350. We're going to cook it for about 20 minutes. There's some hash browns. We're going to cook this for about 20 minutes. And then we'll check on it, see how it's going. Set the timer. All right. While that's cooking, now let's make something really green. It sounds crazy, but it's going to taste crazy amazing. We're going to make, I just made this like last week or so. So this is a brand spanking new recipe. We're going to make spinach ricotta apple pie pizzelles. Now I think you pronounce it pizzelle. It's this little maker doodad, and it gets really hot. So be very cautious. It's hotter than a waffle maker because it makes these super thin crepe-like pancakes. Can you see that? I think you can see that. It makes these beautiful like flower-shaped crepe pancakes. So you could use a waffle maker also and make them as waffles, but we're going to make them in the pizzelle maker, and I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Pizzelle. No clue. You can I found this at a local thrift store. I saw somebody else had one and made some things, and I'm like, okay, I got to get me one of those because it's so really thin and just beautiful. So we're going to start with doing our apple pie mixture that's going to go on top, which is pretty much just fruit. So we're going to do it in an air fryer. I just got a new air fryer. I don't think my other air fryer was really cooking up to heat. It took a really long time to cook things, and I'm like, I don't think it should take that long. So this one was on sale. It was brand new, and I got it, and it does cook a lot faster, a lot better. It's just the Instant Pot. It's the Vortex. I really liked it. So we're going to use an air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you can roast these at like 400, 390, something like that. So we're going to start by dicing some apples and banana. We're going to slice these nice and thin. One thing I really like about this air fryer is it preheats. So we're going to get that preheating. We're going to do air fry. We're going to do 385 for 15 minutes. So it's going to preheat while we dice our apples. Or slice them. We're not going to dice them. We're going to slice them nice and thin. You can slice them into discs, or you could do them into slices, whichever works best for you. Core them. We don't want the core or the seeds. None of the icky parts. Linda, spinach apple pie? Mind blown. Yes, spinach apple pie. Sounds crazy, but it's good. Spinach doesn't really have, this is plastic. Spinach doesn't really have a strong flavor for me, so when you put it with other things, especially things that are super flavorful, it takes away that like green taste. So we're going to get some parchment paper, and we're going to put our apple slices, just throw them on there for now. Patty, it's pronounced Pizzelle with a TS. Sounds like pizza. Pizzelle. Haha, thank you, Patty. I never knew that. I was just asking Mom, I'm like, is it Pizzelle? It couldn't be Pizzelle or something. So, we know it's Pizzelle, like pizza, which I like pizza, so it works for me. You could use a pancake maker also, if you have one of those. Those are kind of fun too. Or you can make it in a skillet, like a crepe. That works too. There's so many different ways you can make these. So I'm not weighing my apple yet because we're going to weigh it after we cook them, because they will shrink when they're being cooked. You want them in kind of small pieces because they're going to like get caramely or caramelized, kind of like if you have a baked pie or you're putting fruit in your oatmeal, how it gets that nice deliciousness. Alyssa, hello from Virginia. Thank you for joining. So fun having you here. All the way in Virginia, in my kitchen in little old Minnesota. Oh, it is done preheating, which is perfect. So then I have just a little bit of banana left over, so we're going to slice that and put that on there too, because cooked banana is so good. So you just want kind of big chunks, big slices. All right. Get in there. Now we're going to season these, because this is what's going to give it the yummy flavor. What's all the white stuff in your backyard? That would be snow. We had all of our snow was like 99% melted. It was becoming beautiful. We were going for walks. It was like 60 degrees. And then one day, surprise, huge snowflakes just falling from heaven. It was beautiful. We woke up to a white blanket of beautiful, crisp, shiny snow. I really like snow. So I like all the seasons. I like all the changes. So it was fun for me. So we're going to liberally sprinkle our apples and banana with cinnamon, some salt. We're going to do probably a 4th teaspoon of salt because you want them pretty salty. Because sweet and salty, yum. So it's probably a little less than a 4th teaspoon. Then we're going to do, this is the weird part, but we're going to do some instant coffee. It kind of soaks up the juices from the fruit and it turns into just this yummy goodness. So I would say it's about half a teaspoon. Oops, I forgot to turn my notifications off. I'll do that in a second. Then we're going to do just a splash of vanilla extract right on our parchment paper because we're going to toss this just a little bit. So it's just fruit and seasonings, and we're not even going to cook these too long. We just want them to get nice and soft. You could probably cook it in the microwave a couple minutes, but I like what the air fryer does to things. It gets it a little crispy, and it cooks it nice and fast. So just kind of toss everything so everything gets nice and coated in the cinnamon, salt, seasoning mixture. All your bananas and apples just mushed together. All right. So now we're going to throw this in the air fryer and cook this for about 15 minutes. Or less, or more, whatever you like your crispiness of, or cookedness of fruit. Ooh, I think I dropped a banana slice. That's okay. Gravity is still working. We're still safe. So just kind of make sure it's as flat as you can get everything spread out. You don't want everything piled in the middle. And don't burn yourself, especially if you preheat yours. Alright, so 15 minutes at 385 is perfect. Now while that's going, now we'll cook our pizzelle. We're going to cook our thingies, our crepes. So we're going to need another large bowl. You're going to want a tall one because we're going to blend this together. And it's not fruit, so it doesn't spike our blood sugar. And it's just blending a little bit of spinach and an egg. Which it sounds really crazy, but trust me on this, it's going to be yummy. Alright, so my scale turned off. We're going to turn that back on. We have our maker on and it's hot. Now we're going to add our spinach. We're going to do 3 ounces of spinach, which is quite a bit, but it will like shrink down when we blend it and things. You could do less, you could do more, and then just subtract it from your lunch vegetables, because this would not be dinner. I have more spinach. So we got 1 ounce. This is a good way. You could even use frozen spinach. I think that would work too. Kind of throw everything in here. Aha, perfect. 3 ounces. Then we're going to do 1 egg. Making sure, egg, yes. I'm going to make sure this is a 2-ounce egg, which it is. Then we're going to add, now this is where you're going to get your, it's going to kind of be like the French toast egg waffle, which is delicious, or the guaffle. We're going to add some vanilla extract and just a splash or half an ounce. No, not half an ounce, half a teaspoon. Don't put half an ounce. That's a lot of vanilla. About half a teaspoon. And always a pinch of salt. We're going to do an 1/8 teaspoon. Or is this? Oh, this is a 4th teaspoon. I didn't know that. We've been using a 4th teaspoon the whole time. I thought it was an 1/8. That's okay. So I did a 4th teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to do 2 ounces ricotta cheese. This is our full fat. You could use cream cheese also, that would work. 1.6. We want 2. That's too much. Aha, perfect. 2. I'm late, but I'm here. Sean, welcome, Sean. You made it just in time. We're making our little flat little Pizzelle things. We're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder. These just give it a little bit, the baking soda helps it brown, and the baking powder gives it just a little lift, kind of like coffee in the morning. Just gives you a little oomph for the day. A 1/4 teaspoon of each of those. We're going to do, we did our salt. Now we're going to do some chai spice. Or you could do a mixture of cinnamon. Woo! Still testing gravity. It still works. All right, I want 1 teaspoon. Here we go. 1 teaspoon of chai spice. Or you could do cinnamon and nutmeg, and pumpkin spice works also, or just cinnamon and nutmeg. That would be delicious. All right, so we have our chai spice. And then we're going to do 1 little pinch of instant coffee. It gives things, Linda Steele said it perfectly, it gives things a warmth and a depth, and it does not taste like coffee at all. My sister does not like coffee, drinking coffee, but she likes instant coffee and things. All right, so we have all of our mixture in our bowl. So now we're going to use a hand blender, or you can add this to a blender or a food processor. We're going to get this all nice and mixed, no chunks, because nobody likes eating things and then getting a chunk of spinach. I'm going to move this back here so I reach. I have just a hand blender, got it right off of Amazon. It's been working great. Just kind of press everything down, getting all the spinach blended. Move back here. Chunks are gone, so I'm just going to get everything off the blender. You don't want any of your mixture left behind. And don't put your fingers in it, because that's dangerous. Alright, so here, it doesn't look too pretty. It's a beautiful color green. Just think of it as Irish cakes. It's a lovely green. So we're going to pour about 2 tablespoons of our mixture in the maker. I'm just going to, oops, that had. I'm going to get a spoon. And I had some cooking spray. I'm going to lightly oil it. Let's see if I can turn this sideways so you can see what we're doing. I moved the table back. Let's move it back up. There we go. Now, I think you can see this. I know Instagram can. You don't want it too close to any plastic. This cooks a lot faster than a waffle maker. So it'll be about 2 to 3 minutes each one. And you can't put too much in the center because they do flatten quite a bit. You can kind of tell if you spread it out just a little bit how much it'll fill. That might be a little bit too much, but if it spills out, it spills out. Cooking is an adventure. All right, here we go. Don't spill. Oh, it's going just a little bit, but that's okay, because if you catch it quick enough, you can just put it in the next one. Just taking a spatula and just wiping it off. Not too bad. Deb, could you use a mini dash waffle maker? You sure could. Yep, you just keep making these, pour as much as the batter will make. This, I'm guessing, will make about 4 to 6 of these little flat crepe things. And my guess is it'll make about 3 or 4 mini dash waffles. That's a guess. I don't have a mini dash, but I can kind of eyeball the size a little bit, and that's just my guess. So we're going to grab a plate. And these do not take long to cook at all. They're pretty quick. Robin, will you be sharing these recipes in writing later? I will be sharing the spinach ricotta apple pie one. That will be posted probably by tomorrow. I'll have that posted by tomorrow. And then the Cheepea Bars you can find in volume 6, or the brand new Cooking with Joy that's coming soon. It's not done yet, but coming soon. Otherwise, it's in volume 6, and it's page 19. And then we just switched out using shredded hash browns instead of the rice or quinoa. And it's cool because it tells me to turn my food. So let's check them. Maybe give them a little toss. Ooh, it's looking good. So you can kind of see the edges are getting nice and browned. Oh, and it smells divine. We're going to have it cook a little bit longer. While that's cooking, I think our Cheepea Bars are done. They got like 2 seconds. They're going to ding any second. So let's take them out and give them a look-see. Move this to the side. Oh, yes. I like to do the poke test. There's the ding. Told you. I like to do the poke test. Usually it should be a little bit stiff. You can see how it's got nice and golden brown. The cheese is nice and golden brown on top. Let's get a fork and show you what's in here. This will be a yummy breakfast. And then you get 3 ounces of fruit on the side with this breakfast, which is so fun. Or you could do more vegetables on top. Oh, this is potato heaven. If you like potatoes, you're going to like this. And how easy. Just throw it together. Look at that yummy mixture. It's going to be creamy with the ricotta cheese. And then a little crispy on the top because of the potatoes. Now you could cook this a little longer if you wanted them a little bit more crispy. But I think for me this is perfect. And then you got the cute little peas in there, which just taste so yummy. I really like peas. So we're going to set this to the side. And I think our first ones are done. You can kind of tell the smoke is starting to stop coming out the sides. And these don't stick as much as a waffle maker does because it's flatter. It's not as like deep pocketed. So let's check them. Usually you don't peek until it's done, but I think they're done. Yes, they are. You can tell because they're getting a little brown. And of course, do the poke test. So I'm going to grab a fork. We're just going to pick these up. They're very pick-upable. We're going to throw the next ones in, and then I'll show you up close what these look like. They're very fun. That Pizzelle, that maker thingy is nice. They run about $50 new. Woo! That's expensive. Maybe check on Amazon. I found this at my local, or at a thrift store, and I want to say it was about $6 or so. It's surprising how many different kinds they make, and sometimes those are different prices. Otherwise, a waffle maker works perfectly. Somebody found a mini dash waffle bowl maker. That would be fun with this. When I tried to find them, they were about 30. I wanted a double one because sometimes I don't have the patience to wait that long for them to get done. So I wanted a double one, and that was about $35. And then I thought to myself, all the makers that I have sitting in my cupboard, I better not buy more. I might get banned from buying any makers then. Our house is just full. Deb, you got a great deal. My mom had the same one. Oh, she did. It does. It looks vintage. That is so cool. All right, so I'll show you them. On one side, they got this waffle cone pattern, and then the other side is this beautiful flower pattern. Look at how thin they are, and just fun. If you cook them long enough, they will get a little bit crispy, but since we have the spinach in there, that helps keep it nice and delicious. This will be perfect. It's almost, when you put your apple stuff in there and the yogurt on top, it's almost like a little taco, because you can pick it up like this and eat it. You could even make these savory and use them as like a wrap or sandwich bread. I know I made a sandwich with it. It was delish, which is so fun, having all the different kinds of foods that you do. So this has 2 minutes. This is cooking. We're getting everything cooked up here, which is so fun. All right, what are your St. Patrick's Day celebration traditions that you do? For us, I don't think we really do like any celebration things, but we will wear green. We do like Irish music. Wren Collective, that's a really fun band. They're from Ireland, so they're really fun to listen to. Oh, there's a really cool movie. It's called St. Patrick. They made a new one. That one was But this old one, I think it's on YouTube, and I think it's free. It's St. Patrick. It is a really good movie. It shows the life of St. Patrick and how he went to Ireland. He was actually kidnapped first, brought to Ireland by some druids. It's a really cool movie. I would recommend watching it. I think it's free on YouTube. I think that's where we found it, which is really fun. We even took some clips from it and showed our teens for some teen nights that we had a couple years ago, and they really liked it. It's action-packed. Okay, got 27 seconds for our apple mixture. Let me grab this because it's going to be hot. 15 seconds. I think it's good. Let's just do it. Oh yes, they are perfect. You can tell because the apples are starting to brown a little bit. You could cook it longer or shorter, depending on how you like your fruit. But I think this will be perfect. I'll see if I can show you without dumping them. That is a goal. So we have apples and bananas on there. They're nice and hot. And oh, do they smell good? If you guys could smell that. This will be lunch tomorrow, which is so fun. So then what we're going to do is once our Pizzelle. Once our things are done cooking, then we'll put our apple mixture on top. Then we're going to top it with some Greek yogurt. We're going to do 4 ounces Greek yogurt, or you could make peanut butter fluff. That's what I call it. You do 2 ounces Greek yogurt, ½ ounce of peanut butter, mix that up. It makes like this fluffy peanut butter concoction, which is delicious. You could do that, or do 4 ounces Greek yogurt, or do 2 ounces Greek yogurt, ½ ounce of nuts, something like that on top. Or you could do it with your vegetables, because you get vegetables, 3 ounces vegetables, because we have our 3 ounces of spinach in this. Then you get 3 ounces vegetables for your lunch also. And I think our next round of things are done. Yes, they are. They are perfect. And I'm going to lightly re-oil, because I can just tell a little bit that it's getting dry. You don't need much. And I think this will make about 1 more little crepe. Pour the last of our mixture in. Yes, this will just be 1. So it made about 5. And these are so fast at cooking. I like it. That's one thing I really like about this little maker. Makes them flat, makes them fast. Ooh, that was a puff of smoke. Unplug these. All right, so now let's start by topping our little doodles here. I have no clue what that was on. So I'm going to zero the scale, and I'm going to put all 6 ounces of my fruit on here, and then for the last one, I'll just take a little bit of the fruit from these to put it on the last one while it's cooking. So I zeroed my scale. You're going to want a nice big plate so you can spread them all out. So you want just some apples, some bananas on each one. The bananas give it a delicious sweetness, and the apples give it like an apple pie sweetness also. This is just a really yummy combo. And if you've never tried air-fried grapes, you got to try air-fried grapes. Those, my brother, I had just some left over because it was over 6 ounces. So I'm like, oh, John, do you want some? And he ate some, and he's like, ooh, that's like apple pie, and they're grapes. So I thought that was kind of funny. This might be more than 6 ounces. You never know. Sometimes when you air fry things, it really shrinks. Sometimes it doesn't. And that is the phone. That's okay. We're going to keep going. We're at 4.5. We want 6 ounces. Ooh, 4.9. Perfect. So we have a little bit left over, but hey, guess what? You need some fruit with your Cheepea Bars. You can have this for breakfast in the morning. Delish. And you can even like batch cook this and then have it throughout the week. Put it on your oatmeal. I like dressing. Oh, I like dressing green for St. Patrick's Day. Dealy Boppers. Love Dealy Boppers. So fun. Yes, dressing green. Hey, if you can get decked out in all green all the time, why not do it? It's kind of fun. It's like Christmas. You get to dress up. So fun. What a fun tradition. Woo! This one got really flat because I think I closed it a little fast. I don't know where my fork went. We'll just use this knife. So this one's super flat. That weighs like nothing. I'm going to unplug this so it's not hot anymore. So here are our crepes, or our pizzelles. Pizzelle, like pizza. Pizzelle. Ooh, banana hunk. So I'm going to take some of the fruit, or I think I'm just going to break this up and put it with the others. It got really light and crispy. These are so fun. They're like garnishes. We'll use them as garnish. They'll be really pretty. We'll stick them in the Greek yogurt. That'll be pretty on top. So we need Greek yogurt. And I like to use this cookie scoop for the Greek yogurt because each scoop is about 1 ounce. I still weigh it. But it gets it perfectly if you want it divided because we're going to do 4 ounces. So if I do 1 ounce on each, that's 4 because there's 4. So I'm going to zero the scale. And this is my favorite Greek yogurt. It's the whole milk Greek yogurt, Friendly Farms brand from my local Aldi's, which is my favorite. So that was 1.1. So then just do a little less on the next one. 2.1. Okay, so we got to do a little less than 1. 3.9. Just a little bit more. 4 ounces. Perfect. So then you get an even scoop of each, which is really fun because who doesn't like Greek yogurt? It's delicious. Then we're going to do just a little pinch of, I'm going to use, Linda Steele gifted me this. It is fresh nutmeg, whole nutmeg, and she even gave me a grater thingy. It's greater than the rest. We're going to do some nutmeg on top, or you could do another pinch of chai spice. Thank you so much, Linda, and I won't cut myself. She made me promise that I would not cut myself with this because it's really sharp, and I won't. Ow, no, just kidding. Just a little pinch of nutmeg. Ooh, it smells like Christmas. Perfect. Thank you. Patty, do you have to eat that right away or can you put it in the fridge? I'm going to put this in the fridge and it'll still be nice because these wraps aren't like crispy. So, because if you want crispy, they would not be crispy in the morning after you leave them in the fridge. but they're not crispy anyways, so they would be perfect left overnight because this will be lunch tomorrow, which is so fun. We're just going to use these as decorations. And here we go. We have our beautiful spinach ricotta wraps. Yum. So you would side this with 3 ounces vegetables for your fall lunch. Let me show you how pickupable and cute these are. Too bad it's not lunchtime now. I would give you a taste test, but it's not lunch. Look at that. And then you just eat it. You have boats for your fruit. Yum. Not going to eat it. This is lunch tomorrow. And then we have our, oh, it's quite cool. Then we have our Cheepea Bars with our peas and cheese. And then you get 3 ounces fruit on the side with this for breakfast. Yum and yum. We have our Irish goodies. We have some potatoes and we have some green things, which is a very beautiful Kelly green or shamrock green. May you all be blessed for this, St. Patrick's Day holiday. I like the St. Patrick's Day blessing. I don't remember how it goes, but I'll probably post it on St. Patrick's Day because it's just beautiful. Something about he goes before me and behind me, blessed going in, blessed going out. God is just so good. He's been good all year. It was fun because on my Facebook memories, it came up that this time last year, Cooking with Joy, the first one, just came in the mail. So it was the first time it came. It was in my hands. I was holding it. I did a little video. And then I think it's just perfect timing that Cooking with Joy 2 is coming out this same time this year, which is so fun. Linda, yay for nutmeg. Good job. Exercising extreme caution. Yes, blood does not taste good on these. No. Little blood, sweat, and tears. No fingertips in the food. Exactly. Yeah, we're not making chicken fingers or Natalie fingers today. We're making apple pie crepe thingies and Cheepea bars with blue cheese on top. Yum. So fun cooking with you today. I hope that you have a blessed rest of your week. Robin Spear, thank you for sharing with us. And I will be posting the thingy-me-jiggers, the Pizzelles recipe. I'm going to have to Google that and hear somebody say it. Because reading it and then trying to say it. Anyways, I'm going to post the recipe for the spinach ricotta apple pie thingamajiggers. I'll be posting that tomorrow. I will be uploading this replay so you can watch later on YouTube, on my website, on Facebook, on Pinterest. The videos even go on Pinterest, which is really fun. Follow me there for recipes too. I post all the recipes. Linda, bahaha! No Natalie fingers. Do chicken fingers have fingers even? I don't think so. I have seen chicken feet, at the store in a package with the meat. But I don't think chicken fingers are really chicken fingers, because do chickens have fingers? Or are they wings? Somebody figure that out and let me know. And which came first, the chicken finger or the chicken wings? You never know. Gail Golden, thank you, Natalie. Patty, happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I hope you all have a great week. Janice, thank you, Natalie. This was fun. It was so fun. Hey, if you want an uplifting time tonight, 6:30 p.m. on the Love of God Family Facebook page, or if you're personal friends with me, I also share the watch party. It's on Instagram also at Love of God Family Church. We are going to have some Bible study. It is really fun. It's in my kitchen right over there in front of the camera here. All of us are sitting there. We start out with some music. And this month, all through March, we are doing a series on the secret to your healing. And that doesn't mean just bodily being healed, but it's your mind, it's your health, it's staying healthy, it's not getting sick, it's having a strong immune system, spirit, soul, and body, which is really fun. I know for me, I've seen every time we've done series on healings, then guess what you get afterwards? You get people getting healed, which is so fun. So join us live tonight, 6:30 p.m. It's a really fun time, Central Time, on the Love of God Family Church, the Love of God Family Church Facebook page and Instagram page, so you can join us either or. It's a fun time. I know it's so fun meeting some of you. You come on there with us also, just having that time together again. I love it. Linda, in some cultures, they eat chicken feet. They do. which, no thank you. I don't like that. They must do it around here because in Alexandria, I think it's a grocery store there, they sell chicken feet and like pickled pig's feet, and why would you eat the feet? That's just gross. Maybe it tastes good. Maybe it tastes like chicken nuggets. No thank you. I will stick with other foods and not my fingers either. All right, it was so fun cooking with you. This week, I'll be back next Friday. We have changed our days from Thursdays to Fridays so we can spend the weekend together and start it off deliciously easy. And remember, you're only one thought away from a good day. Change that thought, you change your day. You change your day, you change your week, you change your week, you change your month, you change your month, you change your year, then you change your life, and you change yourself for the better. It's great. Change is awesome. Expect it. Be excited about change. It can be really good for us. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. With joy, Natalie.